Hi. Have to make sure that this is all booted and the other stuff is all booted and all this other stuff's all booted. Good, good, and we have been going for almost 2 minutes. Alright, everything looks fine. So without further ado, you know who? Sensei Wu. But yeah, what's up everybody? How are we doing? I know this doesn't sound crazy. Swag bro on a stinking Wednesday? What does the world come to? Nah, it's nothing crazy. I had to move my headset a little bit because the Nexi Go camera compared to my headphones, they got like interloped on the wire. So I had to make sure that they weren't gonna get clipped and stuff. But yeah, hope everybody's doing pretty well. I know I am. That's especially for certain. Cause currently we have more news on the Switch too. Now, look, I'm gonna make probably a little bit more of a slightly detailed video. Not really like that. I'm gonna keep it pretty short and concise on both of my opinions, but I'm pretty sure that you've seen it on the direct. I was a little sick. The main reason why I was sick was because, like, okay, so the Switch, right? I think it's pretty cool. The Switch 2, I think that's pretty cool. Now, I'm kind of scared about the game's pricing and stuff. That's my only main concern. But overall, the visuals, like, let's start with the good. The visuals and stuff was pretty good, 1080p, 120 FPS, all that stuff. I love that, right? I'm glad for that. I'm not really one to really talk about, like, graphics and performance. It's not really Swag Bro. Swag Bro is more of about, the gameplay and the story rather than the performance on some things. Unless it's actually that drastic, right? But it's more like a minor nitpick, right, than like a actual thing I'd have to discuss about. But all in all, pretty good. Like what many people made the joke saying is that Nintendo finally got to industry standard industry standard hardware. They finally got up to speed on that. So I'm pretty happy about that, right? Fans, coolants, everything's looking pretty good. The only thing that I'm really concerned about is the overall payments. Because, like, okay, so let's take a look at, like, let's say, the Mario Kart World game, right? That's probably going to be like $70, more than likely. I think Nintendo's going to start charging up $70 up the wazoo, which I kind of hate. Because they only started doing that with Tears of the Kingdom, and it was alright. For an alright game, it wasn't $70 worthy. It was basically just one bigger expansion of a DLC. In fact, I probably actually got more from the Champions, the DLC from the regular Breath of the Wild than I did of this. Like, I at least like 90% of that game. So I at least got way more of my buck than that. But regardless, the main thing that I had a problem with was that I thought to myself, there's not going to be no Wind Waker. I told myself, there's not going to be Wind Waker, isn't there? And then when they showed the GameCube, I said, yeah, let me guess, your first thing's going to be Wind Waker. And it showed Wind Waker. You don't know how vitriolically mad I was. I was mad. Now, I wasn't mad at, like, just it. I was mad that, like, that solidified Wind Waker not being a regular game. And you're probably sitting here like, well, yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of hard and all that stuff. But, like, dude, I hate to break it to you. You're going to have to break your brakes and slow your rolls, pilgrims. But, like, Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, 3, and 4, all the trilogy has been on the Switch. Pikmin 1 and 2 have been on the GameCube, and for Pikmin 2 on the Wii, respectfully. Pikmin 3 was exclusive to the Wii U, and then Pikmin 4 was on the Switch. And Nintendo decided to port all of those over for what, at the, steep cost of $60, granted. But, like, at least I knew that those games were here. It didn't really matter for me because I already still had my Pikmin 2 disc, so but like, but like, still, I was okay with it. But now that I saw Wind Waker on there, I said, yeah, that solidified this run. And when I saw the collage of games, I saw Path of Radiance, I said, yeah, that solidified this run too. So, no, Nintendo's not going to make just an exclusive version of, hey, it's Wind Waker, let's port it over here. And it's like, oh no, look, Wind Waker HD. They could even just port over the Wii U art box art. I'd be fine with it. But they didn't. So now we just got this stinking, more than likely low polygon version of Wind Waker. And it's like, why even do that when there are other places that you can go and get them. Even then, you can just get an old system and just boot it up and immediately do it. Everybody's like, oh well, it's too far away and stuff. Find a guy named Funky Scott and get yourself a Wii. Save you a bunch of time. That's all I'm asking. All I'm telling you, right? And yeah, do you want to pay for the official release? Yes, but like at the same time, some of the stuff is way too much. Like the online is not even that good. And you're gonna tell me with a straight face that I'm supposed to be able to pay up the wazoo of $50 for a subscription for a year with half-baked titles that aren't. There's not even the full GameCube catalog is not even over here, bro. A few assortment of games, you're gonna call it a day. Like, come on, bro. Be honest with yourself. Don't because they got it. Like, yeah, the spaghetti's got a bit of feces on it, but at the same time, they still serve me my spaghetti, even though someone boo-booed all over it. They still serve me my spaghetti. No, bro, there's boo-boo on the plate and it's ruined. Okay, have a little bit more self-respect. This is your money. It's supposed to be worth your buck. I just don't get it, bro. Just bring back Virtual Console, man. I'm not trying to have some unhinged rant. This is like how I genuinely have felt over the past while of like NSO and all these online stuff. It just always genuinely made me mad that it just keeps coming like this. But the Switch overall is good, but their practices that they keep doing it's borderline annoying. And I think people are starting to realize that. Will I make a video similar to that? Yes, but it will be a lot more concise. It'll be a lot more organized a bit. Yes, I'll still be mad, but like at the same time, I think a lot of what I have to say is a little bit more better. I'm trying to basically bite my tongue so I don't like accidentally say something crazy, right? But I'm gonna still say something crazy, just not in some like bad swearing mumbo jumbo. Now we're gonna go ahead and move over to the game because that's mainly what y'all came here to see. With Swag B dominate in some Monster Hunter wildly. Alright? Let's get into it. Now see, the Capcom people decided it'd be a nice addition if they decided to say, well, that's a nice little thing that you got there, your nice character profile. Be ashamed if we didn't port it over from the beta. So I have to basically redo all this all over again. The beta was basically just a test to see how well the game performed, how it reacted. I don't want my food. It's going crazy like this. It needs to chill out. Don't worry. I don't plan on swearing. People do say usually, they're like, bro, you can swear. No. One, YouTube doesn't like swearing. Two, I don't like swearing. I think swearing is kind of dumb. I feel there's a lot more better words that you can say in a formally mannered fashion than just saying, this thing is, you'd be like, well, I strongly, you could come up with a better word than just one all. Somebody tell it to Sneeko. The joke is that he calls everybody bots, and it's like, why come up with some like concise, actual good argument when you can just call them bots? But yeah, my character got the old drippy hair, and I try to keep him I kept this long drape on the side. I love that way too much, but I love that all so much. So we're gonna let it go into the game. You obviously know me, Swag B. I think I named my Palico Chopper this time around. But you're probably wondering why I didn't start at 12. It's because I went up to my grandparents' house and I saw my pawpaw, right? And he was chilling. And like the thing that was going on was what's it called? No, you're Jack Frost out here. So obviously, the weapon we're going to be choosing of our choice is going to definitely be the bow. Because we've mainly main the bow. And now in actual Monster Hunter, like in Monster Hunter 3, I'm gonna tell you this with a straight face. As a kid, I played on my 3DS, did not know what I was doing, right? But then in the other Monster Hunter games, I definitely would say I was more of like, I guess, Insect Glaive. like, I don't know how to really say it. I think it was either like Great Sword or Insect Glaive. But then in Rise, I made the longsword. I love the longsword though. The longsword is actually really cool. Like in terms of like fighting prowess and stuff, I love its movement, especially with a step back, and you can do the clash, and then you slash in, and then I think there's one that like you jump up and then you slash, or there's one where like you spin, 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 and then there's one that like does a middle slash and another slash, and then it'll do like an after image like spin slash, and it'll break all the. I love that so much, but I'm gonna obviously just keep the bow. I like the bow in a way that it's like it keeps me active. It keeps me like active and proactive. I'm not saying these other ones don't keep you active and proactive. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. But like the bow, it has so much like versatility in a way. Being able to shoot and sidestep is like actually really cool. Now I know for my people in the back, they'll probably sit here, probably maining like heavy bow gun and light bow gun. But I just never really a big fan of light bow gun and heavy bow gun. Personally, I feel like they're kind of cheese, as the bow kind of keeps it in the middle. It's more like a light bow gun, but like you can kind of move with it though. You know what I mean? That's just me. But I always will love my bow. After all, Claude Von Regan is the best sharpshooter in Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't know. I personally would say that Shinon still got in the bag though. It's ironic because I was looking at CBR, right, and they were talking about Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I was sitting here like they were saying like that was a top like six, one of the most top six hardest games, and I was like, okay, why is it hard? And they were saying because that there's a like it keeps you on your toes, and I get that. I mean, I get that, right? That's like obvious. But they were saying that the reason why it was tough was because is there like stick drift or something? I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there's like a slight delay. Like when I flick my stick right or left, it feels slightly delayed. Well, I'm not trying to talk like I'm sticking on dopey to crack. Like I know it sounds like I'm talking like Alvin and the Chipmunks. You know what I mean? I'm speaking extremely fast. It's just that's how fast it comes to my head whenever I speak. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to chill out a little bit. Whew. So the problem I had with not problem I had, but like, see, they were saying that this one character in Path of Radiance was hard to get. One of them was like a character I'd never seen, but he's more like an Easter egg. He's apparently a mixed race of Birak and Laguz. There are people in the back who do not know at all what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like basically human versus like hybrid human. They're basically they're like animals. They're people that can transform into animals. That's what the Laguz are, right? They're people with like cat ears and stuff like that, and they transform into whatever beast that they are. But I think like these, I don't know, whatever I just said, the balanced, I'll just call them balanced. The balanced, they're I think they're a mix of like Birak and Laguz. So basically they're just hybrids, but they're shamed by both races. So it's basically like, look at this half beast. And it's like, look at this half human. And it's like, dang, that's kind of crazy. But then, like they said, that Radiant Dawn goes more in depth about them. And the game kind of assumes that you already know who these people are, but you don't, because you were never told who these people are. Because one of the only character that actually has the story elements to know who they are is currently lost by you not knowing who it is. So the game basically just kind of banks on you just knowing who it is and stuff like. And then someone made a joke on I think the GameSpot, saying that the old creator of Fire Emblem came back just to sneak that one in, which is like, dang, that's messed up. For my people in the back, I think what I only learned about this recently, but pretty much the Fire Emblem creator had like, I guess Nintendo like let them go, but then they were kind of like a little salty that their characters in Fire Emblem were like, I guess, being misused in a way. So then they just kind of like, they said, nah, We ain't letting that happen. And so they decided to make their own like Fire Emblem game, but they literally like ripped it off, kind of.
Have you chosen your weapon?
I don't know. In a sense, from that like perspective, I could see the right and wrong in it. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, this work that you've done is now owned by this company. You no longer can use it. At the same time, that doesn't mean that you can't like. That doesn't mean that you should just go and steal, you know, your stuff though, like that. I know it sounds kind of crazy saying your stuff, like they can't just go take their things back. It's messed up, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Is there something like I probably messed up? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like extremely informed about it, right? But that's like the gist that I got from a video. Like, I mean, like vaguely from a video. But I think I'm gonna leave that be. And Monster Hunter Wilds, the Discord was trying to play a trick on me, bro.
Alright. Let's have the safety.
That was generally see me tweaking. I'm gonna let it auto for now because I actually gotta eat some food. But like, they were saying the Monster Hunter Wilds Discord, like, since Monster Hunter Wilds sold mediocre, had mediocre sales, we're not gonna change this to a Baldur's Gate 3 Discord only chat. So anyone who talks about Monster Hunter, it will be kind of frowned upon. So you better put that in the off topic. And I was sitting here like, I was genuinely confused. I was like, bro, what? I was like, the switch up is insane. I was thinking in my head like, they didn't sell poorly. But then I had to check the date. It was like, Swag Bro, you goober? It's April the 1st. I'm like, man, you had me fooled. I was like, bro, what? I was like, dang, the switch up is crazy. Also, there was some dude online that was the one that was saying, like, you should hurry up and rush to Hunter rank 11 because you get like really good things that can benefit your build. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like, dude, that's how, man, that's what I hate about most guys now, or many of these guys nowadays. I won't say all guys. Now, I'm saying everybody who makes a guy like that. Like, Austin John Plays helped me a lot, quite a bit, especially during Smash Bros. Ultimate, with doing that Smash Bros. Cheese, getting all the characters. That's how I got my little cousin to get all the characters. TLDR, it's like what's it called? You go into a match, right? And it could be anything. It could be like literally like you could have like a CPU V1 stock or whatever, right? You beat the CPU, you win the game. Or win the match. Then a new challenger approaches and then you beat the challenger. And then you can wait. I think like you wait 10 minutes in game, or you can change it by what's it called? It's basically like by you simply just leaving the game and then coming back in and then doing the exact same thing. I'm being for real. It's really that easy. I was at my granny's when I did it, and we were just sitting there chilling, and he was like, "Hey Trey, I need some help. Could you get this for me?" Now this kid's like probably like what 5, 6. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I got you." And I started playing on his Switch. I was like, "Dang man, like it's really been a minute." I missed that, bro. I was sitting there playing Smash Bros, doing my text, man. I was sitting here like, dang, bro. Let's get it, man. It's ironic, because like, it's a shame, because I would really love to go, I would have loved to go on pro Smash Bros. But like, no one plays Smash Bros like that. Especially not around here. Nobody plays it like that either. So like, I couldn't do it. But it would be fun though. Oh yeah, the arc shot. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. I think it's like R1. Yeah. I thought my character was gonna like move and stuff, but I shot it way too late. I can't wait for Saturday though. Saturday's whenever me and my friends go watch the movie. Now one of my friends said leftovers for all, we might not be able to go watch the movie. He said he might have to like stay at work. you know, be a manager. Press R1 while holding L2. Yeah, I was just about to do that. Oh, I'm getting there. But yeah, I would have loved to have gone pro for that. No one would be able to. Plus, I think like right now, I would say, in my opinion, I feel like people aren't really playing Ultimate like that. Ain't nothing wrong with Ultimate in my opinion, right? I love that game. Oh! Alright. Tell him, Chopper. Yes! See, I love the fact that like now it's no longer you gotta buy power coatings. You can literally just go. You get power coatings, I guess, by your meter. There's a. Oh, what's up, Magnon? How you doing? Currently, we're playing stinking Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'll be honest. I had thought that I had originally played it, like I had played the beta, but like the beta didn't save my character. Kind of a little sick. But it's alright. Now I get to fight this guy all over again. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm extremely rusty, dog. I have not played in a minute. But what I was gonna say was that, let's see if I can like take off the camera for a sec. But if you can see on the bottom right, there's a blue meter. If I press triangle, I get all my power coatings back. And then it's like, you know, lighter blue. And then, what's it called? When I shoot, like, regular arrows, that's what uses all the power coatings and stuff. I like that now it's not like I have to go buy files. Like, I have to go buy the capsules and then shoot the stuff. Now I actually get to, you know, just shoot the stuff and then do the stuff. It's no longer that Bologna. I used to hate that. Mostly done in, Wilds and Worlds. Not Wilds. Rise and Worlds. My bad. I'm way too close for that. Stop, thief! Ew. I gotta go get some lotion. Excuse me. But I'm certain that there's people who will more than likely play Ultimate again. I haven't played it mostly on the I played it a little bit online. Like I remember I was like in this Discord. I used to play with a bunch of people. But like I don't think that they're really like around like that anymore. So they're kind of out of the game. However, I might be able to do what I think his name is Ouija Plays. There was someone that did like here's how to play this character, and I could definitely do that. I definitely could do one of those. But that's what I meant about the guys. Is that like most of these guys nowadays, well, mostly on this, was like you gotta make it 100 rank 100, and then you'll be able to really satisfy your build. And I'm like, bro, let people play the game, bro. You can't just think and do that. You're asking way too much. That's like just a regular dude just simply being like, yo, you gotta make it 100 rank 100. It's like One Piece, right? Like, don't rush through the episodes of One Piece, man. Or really any show like that, you know? Enjoy your time with the show, because you'll never know whenever you'll hit that one episode. Dang, bro. Now I gotta wait on episode 1080. That happened to me. I had to stop at episode 1080. I was enjoying my time great. Now they're like on episode 1100 and bro, now I gotta catch up. They're on Egghead. I'm on stinking the end of Wano. Like, I feel kind of bad. I mainly had stopped because I think at this time I was just finishing college, and like that was kind of it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I did pretty good. He's not gonna leave. Right there. Nice. Almost there. This dude's been literally blasted up the wazoo. He's almost there. I have to remember to release them for R2. So what I do is I just release both of them at the same time. I just find my angle and I just release them both. It's a really unnecessary change in my opinion. I think it's kind of dumb. Because like, if you're coming from Worlds and then immediately getting into Rise, I think it's kind of, I won't say stupid. But like, it's just, what's it called, redundant? Which I guess basically is stupid. That you have to now do that. You have to literally just, instead of just hold R2 and then hold circle and then release with circle, you have to hold R2 and circle and release with R2. Like usually it would be you charge with R2, you charge with circle, and then you release with circle. Right. But now you have to release with R2 and it's just it breaks a rhythm. You know what I mean? Like it breaks up rhythm. It's like it's not a bad rhythm. It's just like going from like a beat to like a beat and a half step. It's like I don't know, like beat the half step. I don't think so. But it doesn't really matter. It's basically the intro boss fight. Not really too difficult. Like in my camera perspective, I couldn't see Jack Gilby there. So
I knew you were the best.
hey, don't compliment me too much, Chopper. That was literally the first boss fight. It was a tutorial. Oh, and a better thing is that you can just hold the D-pad and skip it immediately. During the demo, that actually surprised me a lot. No longer do you have to sit and wait the full minute just to be done with it. Nah, you can just immediately do it. I think that's great.
We're over here.
But, now that the Switch 2 has, like, the game chat, I think to myself, bruh, dog, there's gonna be, there's game chat, right? And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I told myself, the moment I heard game chat, I said, bro, Puts 12 is gonna have a field day. If you don't know who Puts 12 is, allow me to ruin your day for a little bit. This dude, insane, bro.
It's safe
This
now.
dude played, he played Splatoon 2. And I remember when Splatoon 2 first came out and Puts 12, like, showed up on the map. I think it was this dude named Daffodil Dolly, I could be wrong. But, he, watching his clips and stuff, made me realize who Puts 12 was. This dude basically gets extremely mad over Splatoon 2.
You made it.
A game where kids, like little squidlings, basically, just, they try to claim victory by using, you know, the paint. It's basically like paintball, except like it's whoever covers the most turf
It's
with the
wonderful
paint.
to meet you. I'm Alma.
And he got extremely mad about that. But he's like playing in like ranked and stuff.
Far out west.
And then some kids would just like not really take it as seriously or whatever.
How did you end up in that situation?
And then he'll get extremely upset at them. And start like yelling and swearing and swearing and yelling and breaking his things. He's basically discount Professor, except like
And a giant toad snuck up on us. I
just
told
discount
Nona to run
Professor.
for it while I got
Except
his
like
attention.
Professor's a lot more
But when
endearing.
my secret
I like
tried to get
Professor a
away,
lot. I always thought his name was
We
Professor,
fell into that cave.
but his name is literally
And so,
Professor. Like
who exactly
Professor. It's so stupid. And it took me a long time. It only took me like last year to realize, dang, his name actually is just Professor, but like spelled
Forgive me for my lack of
goofily.
understanding, but
But
you
like
use those
Professor is like,
tools?
I like him. He's got a little bit of charm to him. Puts 12 is just him going on unhinged like yelling rants without like ever thinking to himself, hey, maybe you're just not the best at Splatoon 2, or hey, maybe you should chill out because these are probably more than likely 12-year-olds just trying to play the game, or hey, maybe
Tools, specialists.
these are just kids at the game and you should probably chill out, because it's like, bro,
It's all new to
it
me.
really did get to a point where I was just like,
Glad you
bro,
were
this
there.
dude's just kind of yelling just to literally yell. It doesn't make any sense.
How did you end up in that
I'll
situation
ask
back
these
there?
questions.
Oh,
They're not really as important story-wise.
I was careless. I was helping Nona with
Well,
fighting practice.
actually, kinda
and a giant
are.
toad snuck up on
This
us.
game
I told Nona to run for it. while I
tries
got
to
its
tell a
attention.
story,
But when my
but I think the
secret man
story's
tried to
like
get away,
fine,
Slipped, and we fell into that cave.
but like,
And so,
I think it's more about.
who exactly?
I think they kind of focus
are
more on
the two
like,
of you?
okay, we realize that y'all just want to
Oh, right.
fight
You must have
monsters.
really surprised
Like that's
me
kind of
with
y'all's
that.
main thing. It's literally called Monster Hunter. They
Forgive
used to
me
be like,
for
we
my
just,
lack of
we just
understanding,
want you to fight
but
some monsters.
do you
Like,
use
yeah, we
those
kind of have
tools?
something here, but it's just to really show off the monsters.
I've never seen anything like that
And
before.
Monster Hunter Wilds, I mean,
Where we're from,
World
specialists use these tools to protect
kind of
against
tried
large
with the story a little
creatures.
bit. Like, it wasn't some deep story. It was basically like you just going around, just I guess trying to prove that you're like the best of the best with your seeker.
Only those with special permission
But, like,
are allowed to use them.
Overall, it's really just you trying to fight the next monster.
Tools.
Still love the game. It's honestly really good.
Permission. It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
But it seems like most of my stuff that I said from like the beta thing, I guess kind
Won't do to
of
keep you tired.
carried over
Let's
a
take a look
bit.
at those wounds.
Like, I'm really glad that like a lot of stuff like transitions pretty well, but man, they're never gonna get that part right, are they? So now that we're finally done with that, now we can actually start fighting more MHWs.
Where should we go first?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry.
Welcome back, Hunter. Looking good out there.
Thanks for looking after Nata, the other kid.
And this also is one of the first
nice
ones that
throwback.
has us talking.
What can I
Which
say?
incredibly
I come in
surprised me.
handy.
I remember I talked about, I think it was on,
Well, I got everything set up
What
and
was
ready
it?
to go. What you think?
it was, I think it was like, at the smithy you can use Zenny, alright? And materials for hunts to forge or upgrade weapons.
It's not ideal, but I can make do. Especially since we might be on the move soon. But don't you worry. I can still make anything you need to succeed out in the field.
So the overall,
You got
like,
materials? I
I'd
can
say
make you
gameplay
something.
loop of
If you don't
well,
have enough, I
this
got you
series is
covered.
basically just you fighting a monster repetitively over and over and over again to make whatever weapons and armor and stuff stronger. So that way you can
Got
go fight
something in
more
mind?
monsters over and over and over again. But like, the thing is that most of these fights are not like just some regular fights. Like, you're not gonna go in here, smack dab the boss and then, you know, back out. No, you're gonna actually have to like sit a little bit and like have to fight this guy and be like, man, I gotta really fight this dude. You know what I mean? So I actually, I give him props for that.
Yeah.
That's a leather fit, and then there's a chainmail fit. They always give you a leather fit and a chainmail fit. So it's like you're basically neutral on like all stats, basically. And then the chainmail's like also kind of like semi-neutral on all stats. Like, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's just 0. I know someone at my college was pretty much arguing about it. Now, we didn't use it, granted, but it was like our first Monster Hunter, right? And I got me and my friend, we had just gotten he had gotten a Switch, and so me and him played Monster Hunter Rise. And then one of our other friends was saying like, oh, thank goodness y'all didn't use the chainmail and the leather armor. And then she went into detail about you know, she went into more detail about like the reason why I say that is because like a lot of people will use chainmail and leather armor and they'll just go through the entire game, basically saying that you could just be, the game is paid, the armor is pay to win to get through the entire game. But in reality, it's not. Like, me and him were both sitting here like, well, we just didn't want to use it because we like the other armors better, honestly.
Well, that's enough to
And I'd say that it's not really even that overpowered. It's neutral on everything, but that means it's not good at anything.
Hey there.
So you're gonna just sit here and just take like blank damage. But like, let's say if a monster like a Ketsu, right? It's like he uses electricity, so it's like, well, now you're just neutral on electricity when you can get an armor that's like, you know, 2, 3, you know, something stronger in electricity, so you won't take as much damage. But that's just
How
me.
are you
though.
holding up?
So take that with a grain of salt.
I guess. okay. I was so surprised when you jumped off the boat onto that bird thing. That was amazing.
That bird thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think that is just
Let's
the
talk
end of the
again later.
conversation.
Okay.
But we are not talking like that, bro. But I have to talk to this man, like, all the way through? Oh, I talked to the wrong person, my bad. I was like, for the girl at the smithy, I literally just said one conversation, that was it.
Well, look who it is. That was quite a show you put
Not
on
sure what
back
that was
there.
about.
They told me you were good, but they failed to mention you were halfway out of your mind. I'm Olivia. We'll be working together a lot on this expedition.
The pleasure's all mine.
Is it though? I don't think so.
How do you get roped into this expedition?
Oh, you don't know? My unit has a reputation for handling special assignments. You can already tell this is going to be quite the ordeal, but the rest of my unit is not too fussed.
Sounds like they trust you.
We have our objectives. The Keepers, the White Wraith. But there's more to the job than that. True hunters devote themselves to helping people. That's our calling. So wherever this journey
I'm saying,
takes
bro.
us, let's answer that calling
This is a PSA to Chili's.
together. Our paths are many.
Love the food.
The destination is always the same.
Sweet tea. It's not sweet right now. A little watery. I mean, you ask me. Overall, a good meal,
So,
but it's always
have you been to
watery.
the training area yet?
I say always. It's only recently been watery. To be fair, they recently got rid of. They recently did not have their strawberry cheesecake. So, you know, I guess
There's no
ours
better
is kind of
place
like
to learn the feel of a
less on
weapon.
supplies right now,
Have a look when you get the chance.
which is kind of like disheartening.
This dream we walk through is fragile, and only through constant
I know my food
self-battle
took a minute,
do
though.
we delay its end.
So they set up a training area, huh? Why don't we stop by?
We're not gonna train, bro. We're already good. That bullfrog fight was already good. It's like I had a conversation about toads and frogs. I love toads better than frogs. Toads do all
Well,
the
if it
frogs
ain't
do all
the
that
end,
hopping
you-
business.
Here to stock up
Seventh
our
grade, I got
provisions?
spooked by a frog
Well, you
because
came
I
to the
touched it
right
on the
place,
handle. It was
but
gross and slimy.
we're still in the process of getting set up.
Excuse me. Excuse me. It's not slime. It's
The support
mucus.
team is a little behind
That's
the
just
schedule,
nasty.
so I can't really provide any provisions.
I can just say that's not appealing. Okay, that's
They
real.
should be here any time
But
now.
real
I'll
talk
get
though,
back to you after the meeting.
it's like,
Deal?
why?
I think it's almost time for
Why
our
do y'all hop? Why y'all leap into all this jumping business? The one time I actually need y'all to eat bugs, like wasps, they don't do that. In fact, the birds don't do that. I'm like, bro, they literally say to a face, yeah, birds eat bugs. I'm like, bro, then eat this
All right,
dude.
is everyone
Why y'all
here?
scared? Cowards.
Avis unit present.
All of you.
Astrum unit, Rubrum unit, Turris unit, Ferrum unit, present.
Let's see. Provisions, research. We're here, for the most part.
Let's start with the good news. Thanks to everyone, we're off to an excellent start.
Is this Allegra Clark?
Indeed, we've already made human contact.
The next thing to
I
discuss
could be wrong
is our
about that
short-term
though.
goals.
Olivia?
We have
Wait.
2 objectives. Rescue the
That's
Keepers
just my thoughts,
and
though.
locate the White Wraith that attacked their village. Unfortunately, the tunnel Nata used has collapsed, and we don't know any other
I don't
way to
even
find
recall
his
this
people.
part in the beta.
Any idea?
I think in the
how
beta
long
they
you
just
were
said,
down there?
that's it. Chapter
I
2
walked
is
for
there,
several
but
days. I'm not sure which way. After a while, it all started
that's
to
just
look
the
the
beta.
same.
So,
Then we'll need to
I
split
actually
up.
want to see if they
Make
actually
our
like
search
dropped
as
it.
wide as possible.
I'm still really glad to see
Good
that
deal.
Wiles is still being
Except
talked
I think
about
it'd be
here and
better if
there,
you held
which is
off
great.
until the support team.
I know one of my I know Fed Leftovers wanted to
Objections here.
play this game, but
Project to survey the
he
forbidden
never
lands
got
has been in
around
the
to
works
that,
for
so
years.
he just kind of
And now here
didn't
we are.
play it, which
Finally.
is kind of disheartening.
Thank you all. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble.
He originally would have
All right,
played.
man.
He originally did play
Put this together.
Monster
First
Hunter
things
World.
first, I think we ought to escort Nona and Isai back to their village
But,
for safety reasons.
That seems wise. If we're
His
lucky,
argument was,
someone there might have some
I
information
think after once
about
we were
the
done was
keepers.
Why don't
the
we
reason why I didn't want to play that other one
prepare before
was
we
because
go?
I didn't want to take a long time just to fight, just to beat one monster.
Hey, can one of you help me out? My stockpile.
And I kind of got upset in my head.
Is it
I was
urgent?
like,
I do need honey.
yeah,
And where the heck is the support
no,
team?
no. This was like 2 months ago though. This wasn't now. If it was now, I would have said. But I was like, bro, I know your mooch and have it behind is not gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face that you hate this game because the fights take too long. Bro, we sat and played Warframe, and we got the Equinox day and night chassis on school weeks. Don't come at me with that. Also, what are you talking about? You were annoyed because of that. Man, ooh, almost brought the darker skin complexion out of me. Man, words that I can't say online. If you do not sit here, if you're gonna tell me with a straight face that you sat there and fight, no, you didn't. You didn't fight that monster. I fought that monster, and I beat its behind. Don't come at me with, oh, I don't want to sit here for long enough so that way, Swag Bro can basically, do. I'm like, bro, I'm not over here being your stinking assistant maid over here. Why I oughta? I just kind of thought it was really dumb that he had said that though, because like I literally did all the work. I beat the monster. I beat the Puke. I beat the Yagros. I beat the Great Gyros. You gotta put some accent on it because I love Gyros, man, from One Piece. But like my point still stands, bro. You don't know how upset I was hearing that. Bro's making it seem like he fought that monster to a T, and then that was the end of it. Man, if you don't get your stinking lack of attention span, TikTok rotted brain out of here, then I'm gonna be sick. Now, granted, you're probably gonna sit here and say, well, he actually does have an attention. Yes, okay, that may be possible, but at the same time, dude, he doesn't even try. I've seen people who actually have, like what P said, the ADHD, but like, it doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to downplay mental disabilities. I have a mental disability. Okay, my main thing is that I have bad conversations with people. All right, that was my whole main thing. It's something that had to deal with burgers, right? And I remember having to go through different classes and different things. That's actually when I made my Roblox account because they let me play on the computer and I made Roblox. But over time, I actually did get better in what it was, right? It would basically be what essentially, like, I guess you'd say high functioning autism. But like, this dude doesn't try. He didn't try. I tell my papa all the time, bro, this dude's got no motivation, man. But at the same time, I think to myself, you know what? I'm gonna let him be. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna let my friends fail, right? But like, I mean, if he's not gonna try to better himself, bro's talking about college for three. He died! No, I'm kidding, he didn't die. I thought that dude out there died. But if he's not gonna try at all, then I guess why should
Are
I
you ready to go?
essentially try to, I guess, be of reasonability.
We'll escort you
So
back
most
to
of the times I just kind of tune him out. Usually. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, before I forget,
And no, I don't hate him.
did you hear
I
about
don't
the
hate him.
Vision's honey shortage?
I wanted to
You
make
should see
that
if it's scratching
abundantly
up.
clear.
If it's
I don't
honey
hate my
after,
friends.
I know the
I
perfect
don't
spot.
hate him
I'll show
especially.
you the way.
But
That would be amazing.
not even no
Well,
but.
shall
I
we?
know he just does stuff.
You're lucky.
They
Most people
usually
don't know
like
about the spot
certain
I'm
things you
taking
just may
you to.
not like.
I'll
Like
stay
no one
here
all
for
day,
now.
but
Be
I think
careful,
we're just gonna leave.
Okay?
Because we're supposed to be walking along and going to our next, I guess, point of mission, point of interest. And the game's trying to tell us how to use the hook slinger, which I think in Wilds, oh my goodness. It's because they both start with W's, so I'm kind of getting mixed up. Worlds,
And handy if you need to make a quick getaway from
it's
a
because
monster.
both of them,
They're clever
not
too.
both of them.
And good at
In
making
Worlds,
sense.
you had to pay for the, I think it was the Iceborne
Without
DLC.
them.
I actually have the Iceborne DLC, but it's like you pay for that, and then you could use the hook shot or the sling. It's kind of annoying for Worlds, because in Worlds I've really been trying to like at least beat one of the other bosses, but like it's kind of hard to beat. I'm definitely probably gonna need some help one day, but
Once we reach the village,
I'll probably do it on some off time. I know afterwards I gotta make sure to type out and record my thoughts and what I thought about the Switch 2, and then also record a bit of footage for Play-Doh, so I can talk about Play-Doh.
Look at that.
And then I also gotta do I'm gonna try to do essentially a Let's Play series.
tread carefully.
I know it's like, why do a Let's Play series when that's basically what streaming is. Streaming is basically just literally people just doing Let's Plays. But this one's gonna be more of like, I break into sections on me playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Doing a commoners only challenge. And I counted it yesterday when I was thinking in my head that there is, as of me thinking about it, there's 8 commoners. 8 commoners out there.
Wanna butt heads with those things?
From each of their respective houses.
They're not
So
aggressive
one of the
at all.
moves I'm probably gonna have to do is, did I get? I think I got stung by something. Or bit by something. Probably a mosquito. It's just a little minor bump. It's nothing like crazy. A skin bump, if you will, not no red crazy bumps. My arms are more annoyed about when I rep some weights. I over exerted my arms,
Some of them have big spikes on their backs.
which I usually need to stop doing. Sometimes I had to kind of tell myself to not overexert. I'd even do that during YouTube, where I would overexert in like editing, but it would make me extremely tired like the next day, so I couldn't actually even do basic activities like eating. I'm like, dang, I really need to chill out on this. You know what I mean? But
Weird shit.
oh,
Think
sorry.
so? We call it wounds grasp.
It definitely takes my breath away.
Oh snap, these are people. What? Wait, bro, you don't get your.
All right.
What was that?
This is the spot.
Great, thank you.
Also, it's dummy windy, bro.
Over here.
But my papa's also got some
Smells so
doggos,
good.
some little puppies,
Careful.
and it's sweet because now they're actually starting to walk around. And I'm really happy about that. But let me go back to that Fire Emblem 3 Houses thing. I call this an early swag scoop, right? If you will. But like, I realized that there was like 8 commoners. So the commoners go. The reason why I'm saying like commoners only challenge is because in the game there's commoners and nobles.
Onto the village.
Noble people usually have a lot more stuff. They have these things called crests. And the crests are basically the gimmick that like makes them, well, them. A massive example for this is like Felix, right? Felix's crest can let him sometimes attack in multiple succession and fight. And also nobles are the people who come of like higher status and power. Whereas commoners are not really of status and power,
Oh no.
right?
To draw water. I completely forgot.
Most people who are like commoners are just regular having people. They could be like, well, what about Ash?
Zato's gonna
Ash
be
was
mean.
originally just a lowly boy with steel and thievery,
Please, no.
but then he got taken
If
in by a
anything,
knight.
it's me
That's
who
not
owes
what I
you a
mean.
favor.
I'm talking about like him being born as a noble who has a crest inside of his stomach. If you were born like that, you had you were a noble. You were a person of higher value.
I don't want to
Than a
do
person who
anything to
didn't.
offend them.
That's kind of one of the main things that Edelgard was trying to not do.
Feelings like
Her whole main thing that she has on her route is that
Gil hasn't
she
confidence that anyone
doesn't
else
like the
can.
fact that people think this
You
way,
never know.
and so she wants to stop that.
I'll do my best
However,
not to
the
stop
church has
them.
already had a foundation of, well, we already have these crests and these set ideologies for a reason. So people don't just randomly start thinking. I'm not randomly start thinking, but like, it's to keep things in balance, right? But Edelgard believed that hard work should definitely get you somewhere. And I know people also kind of said this. It's more like a... It's kind of crazy because even let's say Edelgard did have her way, which in one of her routes, she does. You can already tell the tension between her and her people that, like, they're not really fond of her idea. Like, yeah, they see it, but then they immediately get hit with the whole, you know, like, imbalance of stuff, which is like, yeesh, you know what I mean? But at least, like, what I like about the Three Houses is that there's no, in a sense, I would say there's no right way, but like, you get to see it from 3 different perspectives on how each thing led up. I just wish that there was one where everybody would at least come to an agreement and be okay. That's just my hope. Like, what are you gonna do? But for the commoners, to list them off, from the top of my head, the Golden Deer House has the most commoners, beating it by 3. Everybody else has 2, right? And it took me a minute, but you know, I actually forgot that Petra was actually a commoner. I didn't forget Petra being a commoner. I forgot who Petra was. And I know that sounded crazy. And to her voice actor, if you're ever watching this, I'm deeply sorry.
Sorry we're late.
I absolutely love your work. Because you will get the victory, right?
I had a run-in with
But
a
like,
toad.
I forgot. And I felt like a dunce. I was like, man, I'm kind of stupid. I really forgot that she existed. Petra's not saying like Petra's like, oh, but she's bad or overshadowed. I just genuinely forgot who she was. She's really good. Like, she's a really good, especially a good assassin. Like, there was one time she actually put Raphael, like my first playthrough with Raphael on the ropes, and it genuinely scared me, because like, she was kind of speed blitzing. Yeah, that's me.
Of course, they'll be returned to you at once.
But,
Thanks for letting us use them.
so the Golden Deer have 3 commoners, the Blue Lions have 2, and the Black Eagles have 2. So the 3 commoners from the Golden Deer House is Raphael, Ignatz, and Leone, right?
Did you see that?
Then
They weren't carrying
then for the Blue Lions is Ash and Dedu, and then finally the last 2 is Dorothea and Petra. So in total that makes like 7, right? And you're probably like, well, what about 8? Yourself. Yes, you are a commoner. Despite you having the crest, you are a commoner. You are a peasant.
These are Balachi.
Who? I don't know who these things are. They're regular armadillos.
Granted, the guild authorizes you to
I don't know if I can
neutralize the
shoot them
threat.
though. In Texas is a state law to not kill some armadillos. But I see a lot of them down the road anyway, so don't tell the government I did this. It's not really. All right. It was I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it was apparently they're supposed to be banning something here in Texas though. It's supposed to be like it was like, I guess, an anime that depicted like children, but like I don't know how they're gonna go about that. As long as like they're like, I hope they don't ban like certain episodes. So I don't know if they'll like ban like DBZ, you know, Master Roshi and like Bulma. I don't know if they're gonna do it like that. They better not, because I love DB cheese. Bro, I do not know who on earth that is. There's someone that sent me like an image of hair and then like their face, and yeah, I don't know who that is. I hate to break it to you. Usually always be somebody that's like, I say always. Surprisingly this time I haven't really gotten as many. I'm probably gonna say it and then I'm gonna wake up the next morning and get immediately hit with it. But it's like, there's no more, there was like these people who would, like message me saying like, you went through a toll, pay the toll now. And then they would like, show a picture of like my toll suddenly increased from like $1 to like, the highest that it went to, I think that they had made it was like $6, $4 to $6. And I thought to myself, you can keep raising, you can literally keep going into that PDF, going into it, removing the number, and then putting another number. You can do it as many times as you want to. I'm not paying that. And the thing is that it wasn't actually a toll. Like, nowhere. I was like, bro, I didn't go anywhere near a toll. And even the vehicle that I got was relatively new. And that didn't go through any tolls and stuff. So I was sitting here like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, that's dumb. I gotta slay the... Okay, this ain't slide 2, so I actually gotta follow these fireflies. If you follow the fireflies, they'll normally lead you to the objective that you gotta go to. Or at least lead you to near objects and stuff. Like the Viger Mantle Bug, which consumes health. Bro, Capcom, what are we doing, bro? That's pretty good. I like that. This is... I got a charge ready tracer. Oh, this thing. Enemy chaser. Drop shot. Yes. I'm a big fan of Metal Slug 3. Now, I did play Metal Slug Awakening. I thought it was fun. But, I thought it was pretty funny that they actually got Nanako to be, Vio. In the game. I'm talking about Nanako from Persona 4. She actually is, in the game. But, like, their mics sound so cheap, though. Well, I guess not every day was great. You're Junes. Alright, real talk, though. It just kind of, like... I don't know, I thought the game was fine. I liked the gimmick. But a lot of it, and I mean a lot of it, heavily banks on your nostalgia for Metal Slug 3. Because as someone who beat Metal Slug 3 in middle school with my cousin T, right? What's it called? I was like, man, I love this game. I hope they do something with it one day. And then they decided to make a mobile gacha game with the franchise. Because a lot of the music is basically just, it's literally the character select music. So it's like the there was one with the guitar, it was like the I love that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that, right? I love it, you love it, we all love it, right? All my homies love Yamcha. But like, bro, oh my goodness, bro, that's a Badger mob I've ever seen one. We gotta get out of here. Actually, I don't know how bro did not see us. Oh, we like the, I forgot what animal it is, but it's like an animal in the ocean that won't eat you because they think that you're too insignificant to be eaten. Like, you're not good enough food.
Close to the village.
And I'm like, man, if you don't eat me...
Can we get out of here? I almost wet my fur.
Yeah, let's move.
So if the Palicos talk
That was
now...
a fine beast, right?
Long gnashers, sharp claws? Yeah, I'd say so.
I do, okay, look. As Mita's made that I said in the beta, I actually do like, I think it's kind of sweet, because now it's like, I like that I can actually hear the cat speak and stuff. It's probably because they do it in a little cutesy little voice, so you know, I guess it makes it a little better. Oh, and for the dogs, the little puppies that we had, I think that they are like part lab, part German Shepherd, and part Border Collie. Or at least part Collie. Because my papa has a rough Collie. Or my other cousin, Antoine, wants to say is a bearded Collie. I'm like, no, bro. You ever seen the movie Lassie? It's literally that dog. And matter of fact, have you seen the Aggie's dog? That's literally the only reason why I even knew that. I was talking over here about I'm like, bro, who's Lassie? I don't know who that is. I know the Aggie's dog though. I think that dog is cool. It was the same diff though.
Here we are. Home sweet home away from home.
It's too bad
Is
they
that
didn't
Kiki
let us in
Waka?
the village.
Or one of my other little cousins would say Kiki Haka.
Yeah, but I guess
You don't know how
there are
violently,
reasons.
like,
But
bro, I
for
was sitting
now,
in my
let's
head
worry
like,
about
bro,
getting this honey to provisions.
who, Haka?
All the new personnel showing up this
I said, yeah. I said, yeah. No. When I heard Kiki Haka, I said, yeah.
Good idea.
You know, I get my H's and W's mixed off all the time. You know, especially when I want to go whom. Instead of going home, I want to go whom. Bro, I was kind of a little sick. Cause I was, bro, ain't no way you're gonna diss Monk like that, right? I may not be no Disney fan, but like,
Hey there.
I
What can I
like,
do for you?
but people around me are Disney
little bird
fans, and
told
I
me
actually
he
like
needs
Disney
honey.
too. You ain't gonna be
Did you bring me
Kiki,
some?
Kiki
Sweet
Haka,
deal.
bro. Come on, Haka.
Honey is
Yeah,
the
right.
sticky secret
Get
to our
real.
healing potions. You're literally a lifesaver. This is for your trouble.
All right. They're known as essential items, essential tools and hunters. Blah, blah, blah. Check the plate on the store menu. Receive the following as a portal grill. Okay, I got it.
And since the
Thank you.
support team still
Buenos
hasn't got
gracias,
here yet,
Jack Arena.
I was really starting to sweat.
Wait, I got mad DOMs in my arm.
Speaking of, where are those
My
furry
people in the back who don't know
transporters?
what DOMs are.
They should have been here by
Over
now.
rep on
Either way,
weights and stuff.
can I interest you in something?
My arms are shredded. Yeah, I mean a bad kind. So he's like, probably can't go Saturday. All I said was, okay. Isn't you just saying, dang, alright, or that's alright? He said, okay, just feels like a stab to the heart. Remember that. Ugh. Ooh, announcements. It's finally here. The very, very limited collector's edition of War Group. Wild Frost. What? Oh, this is all old. Oh, surprise! Witchbrook is also coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Interesting. Seems like everybody's also moving to Nintendo Switch 2. Which obviously, yeah, I'm extremely happy about that. But I had to give an update to my friend, give him a reality check. All because he said that one of his workers was not going to be at work, so he had to take the stuff.
Hunter!
And then all I
Over
said
here.
was,
I need to talk to you.
okay.
I've got some materials you can use.
And he was
How
like,
about you put them to
okay.
good use and upgrade that
Yeah,
weapon
he's
of
gonna
yours?
say, instead of a dang, no, that's alright, and all this stuff, he's gonna hit me with an okay. Just know that feels like a stab in the heart. Remember that. And I said, okay, like, what? It's not that deep. It's not that deep, little bro. It's really
What are
not
we
as deep
making
as what you're
today?
trying to make it to be. I was so genuinely confused. Like, bro, that's exactly the stuff I gotta deal with, bro. Like, who hurt you, bro? Did you try to ask that one girl or something? I don't know if he has anybody like that, but
Ready to get to
did
work?
you ask somebody and then they hurt? I'm not saying I'm trying to belittle you, bro, but like, dude, you're like, what, a bajillion years old. Bro's 5'4", yet he's like 7 months older than me. He recently had his birthday, he's like 22. Yeah, I'm really happy for him. Happy birthday.
Find more of this stuff with deposits poking up out of the ground.
But like, at the same time, bro, I know your our Goku to Frieza comparison is actually real. Like seriously, like you know the Goku and Frieza when Goku looks down. That's literally what I have to do. Is I have to literally look down to see him. It's that insane.
So if you need
Like, bro,
anything, you know where to find me.
this is embarrassing, bro. You know the average height. It's not 5'4". It's like 5'6". Actually even 7. Like, bro, you had you know when that was? 200 years ago. Bro, you had 200 years to catch up, my boy. You had 200 years to catch up to the times of height, bro.
It's about the support team. They should have been here
Man,
right now.
I tell you, man.
I mapped out what their route ought to be.
At least with the other shorter people, you know, they're cool. You know, that's what they do. This dude, he had eons, bro.
So Whistler, you don't think...
It's not even like just the regular, you know, cool people kind of short. Like TJ. TJ good people. I ain't making fun of him for his shortness. This dude is just short in general.
It must be them.
Hurry.
Move those hindquarters!
Bro, shush. Everybody stop talking. I promise you like to hear your own lips flap. Oh! So I might have failed. I failed a skill check. Sorry, chat. Swag brother, chat's not real. Alright.
The support team
Yes, I
must be
did
in
hear about
trouble.
the internet theory. It's basically like where people online are pretty much non-existent. The comments are. It's all a ploy of your imagination, or something like that. I know, I think I got a little bit of flack on, I forgot what it was. Oh, it was because a monster threw, it was so,
Hold on, everyone!
excuse me, it was so dumb. Usually with comments, I usually ignore them. Because like I know a lot of them are usually something like very dumb. But they'll just say stuff just to say stuff. I was saying that I don't listen. I'll listen, but if it's something like you ego tripping, or you pretty much being like, bro, your stuff is just garbage, that's when I won't listen, obviously. That's not even like good criticism. But like, what was it? Oh, it was one of these comments on this game where it was like a dude was like, like a monster got thrown in front of him. And I was like, dang, bro, that kind of stinks. And then one of the dudes was pretty much the dudes on the group chat or the chat, the comments on TikTok was like, but they're basically like, yo, one of them was like, what are you expecting? What were you expecting? And I was like, man, at least that one was hard. Like,
Oh no, you...
but another one that I had was it's pretty much saying like, yeah, novice, to be a novice again. Such psychedelic trees, you'll eventually get used to it, don't worry. And I'm like, bro, shut up. I didn't say that. I basically said, you know, as someone who has
We can talk about it later.
You
have to follow them.
I said,
Thanks, Isai.
stop talking over each other. You know, as
Find
someone who
somewhere
had
safe.
We'll meet up later.
40 hours on World and Rise respectfully, I will say it definitely took me off of my senses. I was basically saying, bro, I have time in the game. It just threw me off, and I thought it'd be kind of funny. That's pretty much what I was saying. And it's like, but to be fair, I mean, at the end of the day, what I like about, you know, doing all this stuff is that, unlike all these other strippers and people and stuff, I can really just walk away right now and have nothing on my case. Like, no one's gonna be wondering where I'm at and stuff like that. Like, I could be like dead the next morning. And then, but nobody will still ask about that. I'm not saying that as like you should care about my, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we can easily just walk away and that be the end of the day. Thankfully.
And protect the support team.
Always glad that's always an option. Alright, let's get out of this mud. I am, this section new guy. I'll be honest, I forgot how to whistle. Alright. But those little Dogarinos, I think I might be able to get them this coming up Sunday? Or maybe I have to wait until next week and then hit Sunday. We also did try to do freelance, not through Fiverr. We didn't try Fiverr because people were saying don't use Fiverr, don't use Fiverr. I'm use Fiverr. And they gave me some other alternatives, and I was using those. But like one of the apps that I tried using, it's like, let me see if I can. It's literally just called Freelancer. I think the app is like cool in its own right. Because it's more like, you know, you pay for bids, and then like I guess you like take the highest offer, whatever. Like, oh, I'll do it for $40. I'll do this for $50, and you can really pick whatever like profession you want to do. So like one of the things I know how to do is use DaVinci Resolve, and I know how to code, like a little bit of HTML, a little bit of Python, and I know how to do at least web design once, right? Of that kind. Pretty much general basic stuff that could be enhanced more upon if I further my studies. But, what's it called? So, why don't I do it? It's because, well, I never really got, like, I guess, like, you know, like in football players, they do, like, scouts and stuff, so I never really got into, like, I guess, like, internships at any of these jobs, because a lot of these jobs are online, and also, they're usually not hiring. But at the same time, they're in desperation of needing people. But they expect you to have like a bachelor's. And I'm like, bro, I have an associate's. Why? Why are you doing this to me, bro? So now I understand the joke about the whole 6 figures, more like six digit zero. And I'm like, you're not wrong. I just basically know this stuff for nothing. But I know eventually, I usually refer to myself that hopefully I can find something to obviously keep me to do something that I love to do. That's the whole main thing that I have. To at least get paid for doing things that I like. That'd be really cool. Easy. But for that 3 houses thing is gonna be kind of tough though. I ain't gonna shoot though. The boss is actually fairly easy. In fact, a lot of these are just like early fight bosses. When you really think about it, you really just use the secret, spin around in a circle, wait for the dude to actually do something, and you can really just kind of spin the block. It's really not as hard as what you think. Slow, guaranteed. Slow but guaranteed. We only come here for boring bro 87. Yo, came here for swag bro 87. So let me get off my seat real quick.
The monster's exhausted.
Nice shot, buddy. Nice shot, buddy. Yo, somebody tell Meal Program to chill out. Because I've been realizing that, they've kind of been like doing some obviously innocent stuff. But I think it's because they're kind of obviously hacked, right? That much I'm obviously certain. I'm not super crazy. I want to say, okay, let me finish that. I'm not too quick to judge, alright? But I think that sounds even worse. But the point case to being is that I understand that they're gonna, if they're being, caught up in something, right? Maybe like something. That's okay, right? But I would love at least a little bit more transparency with, like, Caleb City. Caleb City mentioned that he actually got hacked. I don't know what these people really gained from being hacked other than what, to ruin your reputation. Not really too sure what you really need to do about that, but instead about you using, your good skills that you have, including being able to access people's accounts, instead you decided to do the most deplorable thing by literally just hacking people's accounts. And what do you gain from this? The sheer, bitter satisfaction, not even fully satisfaction. People still get the account back. People can also still track you behind them and still find who the people that did it. So you're not even safe on that. What? A publicity stunt? That's really it? You you couldn't show your simple tactics on what not to do and how to do this. Instead, you had to go out of your way and do the little scumbaggery tactics on doing it. I think it's safe to say that I pretty much don't like it. You know, let's just say, someone told me he doesn't. No, I don't like people that do that. I remember that I got my, granted it was my dude behind simply clicking on a link that I didn't have. It was mainly because that I thought I was into something. And I got a little too greedy on trying to get Kitsune fruit. That's what I get for playing stinking blocks fruits. But, what's his face? I eventually did get the account back the second day. And I literally found where this dude's IP was. So, like, I was sitting here like, dang. It's a shame because he literally lives in India. So, like, I can't really, like, I decided my jurisdiction. It's not like he's right around the corner and he did something like that. This is in a whole different country. So, yeah, obviously I two-stepped it. Obviously gave him a password that is, even I wouldn't hack into. And, I'm not saying I'm like, kind of crazy. Please. Nice dodge, B. Ooh, that's lit. That's lit. I'm like, bro, I'm rolling, dude. Stop, drop, and roll, man. Feel it. How dry is this grass? There it is. Oof! Let's go. There it is. Sweet spot. Stuck it. Another one. Come on. One more.
This way to the shop train. Power up activate.
Nice. Job, Chopper. There's it. There it is. This is it. Whew, nice try. Yeah. Thank you, Divine Blessing. Chickeny China, the Chinese chicken. Alright, stuck. That's how we conquer. Do it, man! Now let me skin and reap my rewards. Now let me actually finally get the card in the Carcass guy to know that it was actually going to be an alignment. I had to, wait a little bit. Whew. Not too shabby for a second boss fight. Not too shabby. I guess you say I still got it with the bow. I guess. I guess. Persona 3R. 8 minutes? Dang. Dude, Worlds would have had me like going all over Timbuktu.
That's what you get for messing with my partner. And with me.
Great work, Hunter. Oh, and the support team made it to base.
Great. Let's head back.
Is that a part of the game? Oh, no, it wasn't.
Thanks, Asai. You saved everyone.
Okay.
Can I ask why you came
It was
back?
just so conveniently timed. I was sitting here like, bro,
thought you
ain't
might
no
need
way
these
that
papers.
we're gonna literally get a jump
look
right
at
here.
them,
I hope
won't
not.
you?
That's terrible.
Are you sure? We don't want to burden your village.
That dude faded into the game.
They belong with you.
Dude's looking back like, oh, what's
Never
going
met
on
more
there, man? What's
capable
going on?
deserving
What's going on over
riders.
here? Suspicious.
And I had Gemma make you a new saddle.
I sure did. Even added a holster so you can carry an additional weapon.
Oh, snap. Alright, so we get our primaries and our secondaries.
That'll come in handy.
And one more thing. I was wondering if you'd like to visit my home.
Also, I think my arms.
Since Zato is out,
My left arm.
my grandmother told me now would be a great time to
I mean
pay
that in
back
a
the favor
bad
I
way.
owe.
We'd love to.
It's like a
Thank
lump.
you.
Like,
Great.
near my arm.
I'll be waiting until you're ready to go.
But my right arm doesn't have that lump.
Oh, by the way, everyone's been asking about you.
So I hope it's just muscle, not like
This
a
is
clot
just
ring.
way too exciting.
Nanda, we should get running.
Think they might know about my village?
We can ask, but remember to be respectful.
Okay.
Ugh. Man. Like I remember with my right leg, my right leg would fatigue out. I remember it was like last year, and it was only for like I think a few months, or a month or so. But like my right leg would fatigue out really badly, so like I couldn't sit down for too long, or otherwise it would be in so much pain.
And we'd always use the assistance of a capable
And then
hunter
I
like
think
you.
one of y'all had told me basically like it's probably just blood circulation. It was because my lower half was like extremely tight, and I wasn't even kind of like keeping it in check. But damn it, right. Excuse me. So basically, y'all saved my behind. Otherwise, I would not have realized that, and it probably would have been too late. Okay. So we fight them one time, and then we get all that information. Interesting. See, the difference between this and Worlds, is that in Worlds, it doesn't matter how many times you fight or beat the monster. You can capture the monster if you really want to. You can really do whatever to this monster, right? The thing is that you have to actively collect like DNA and stuff on them in order to understand them. It's not by you fighting them and understanding like where the points are. It's by you researching them. So though I fought this dude one time, I still have like all the stuff that I need to know on to him. So, yeah. Also, I like the fact that they actually tell you what items are effective. So a sonic bomb is not gonna work on the Quimatrice. I think his name is. Is that how you say it? Quimatrice. It's not gonna work on him because like they're I guess they have no ears. But like the Chotacabra, it's not gonna work on it either because they got no ears. That's interesting. Oh, the titles name match. It's how many times you hunted. So you can hunt it like 20 times to get the quartermate, the Quimatrice. Tattered, ignition, and match. And there's lick, sticky, slime. But this one's one that
It's for recording information about the monsters you encounter. But I need explain that to one such as yourself.
You saying I'm
You
smart?
note that it's current. I took the liberty of filling it in based on your reports. Carry on then. I know you won't let us down.
You know what I'd love as an MMO? A Fire Emblem MMO, dog. What would I kill for a Fire Emblem MMO? I think would go pretty good. Like I think they did pretty well with Three Houses, despite their on how fast they made it. Now is it bad? Is Three Houses bad? No. By all means, no. In fact, it was actually one of like, I think it was like my second Fire Emblem game I actually got into. The first one being was Heroes on the phone in like my middle school year. And I actually had a lot of fun with it. And then in 11th grade, I actually decided to get into Three Houses, and I actually really liked the game. I was like, man, why didn't I play this thing a lot earlier? Because at first I just kind of thought to myself, man, this game's gonna be kind of like long and
Thanks
deep
for
and all this
saving my
stuff.
whiskers, Hunter. I wasn't sure I would make it to base camp.
But it was extremely fun. I loved it a lot.
But now, here I am, ready the on-the-go must-have ingredients a hunter hungers for. That's sort of my job, you see. I'm a purveyor. Call me Tom.
Alright, Tom. Where's Jerry? And where's the turkey at? You talk about meals, all I see is barbecue. Where's the turkey at, man? You can cook meals for yourself with rations or other ingredients with a portable BBQ. It'll temporarily increase stuff like stamina, health, and attacking power.
The better you eat, the more health and stamina you'll have. Makes things easier out there. Here, I'm setting you up with a little thank you. What do you say to whipping something up? Here. I'll let you know when the next round's ready.
Bro, what do you mean? Oh. Bro hands me the herbs. Why does dude have so many pumpkins? I never seen somebody dish out so many pumpkins in my entire life. Are pumpkins that good? Like, I know there's pumpkin pie. Which, I mean, I think it's fine. I'm more of a apple pie kind of guy. I actually even like sweet potato pie. If sweet potato didn't have the strands of stuff in it to make it annoying, I generally still do like it. Dang, she's got a fit though. Oh, but she's like a hammer unit though. But she does have that fit on. I don't think she can hear me though. Thank the Lord. Cause that'd be kind of embarrassing. But
Ready to go?
Isa, I'm like Isa.
Great.
That was a
My
stretch.
village awaits. Okay then, ready to go.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back.
Hey, stay with me.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back.
Hey, stay with me.
Isai said, you will come with me.
Oh, these are harder to handle than they look.
How many sacred deer people have?
Lots of them, adults and hatchlings too. But training them was a lot of work, and only those who put in the
Discount
practice can join the
Chocobo, that's
vanguard.
who it was.
So then, Sato...
Yes, he leads the vanguard.
And we're gate crashing while he's away. What's not to like about this plan?
So, how did you know where to find us before?
I was on my way to your camp to give you the sacred when they picked up your scent. I didn't even have to find you. They did.
Yeah.
You really are clever.
Man, Chopper, shut up. This game, Chopper, I would never say it to him in real life.
Greetings, brother. May we enter?
Greetings. I'll tell the elder you're here.
All right.
This way, friends.
And on we go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's go.
Man, pollination.
What's that sound?
That's why I got my car
So
wet.
pretty.
That's the gem chimes. They keep the monsters out of the village.
It's almost like music.
I don't know if they're actually talking about like the music that's currently being played or what.
What's all that fuss about?
Who's that? What's that on his back? It's huge!
I guess they really haven't seen a weapon before.
I'll tell my family to start getting everything ready for you.
Sleepover?
Do you mind waiting a little while?
I haven't had a
Not at
sleepover
all.
in, like,
Actually,
Eons.
this might be a good chance to talk to the villagers.
No, stop.
wanted to
No.
ask them about
Oh,
your
my
town.
stomach.
I'll have a look around.
Me too, me too!
But still gotta press on.
We'll meet up later.
Does it hurt bad? Yeah. I was doing sit-ups near my
Come on, Alba. Let's go.
the what's it called?
All right, but remember what I
The
said about being
where like I keep my game stuff. I'll put my
know.
feet under there and then I'll do the crunches. I was able to get like 20, but I hate doing sit-ups. I've always hated doing sit-ups. Sit-ups has to be one of the worst exercises in like existence.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
they're
like 'em.
preparing for something.
And the thing is, I'm not known to be like a triathlon athlete in my family, right?
Hey there. What's this?
So I just have basic athletic skills.
You've never seen someone use
Football.
drops before?
Yeah, I'm aight,
Yo,
I guess.
Hunter, what'd you
Basketball,
find?
I'm dog water. I'm not good at basketball.
Hang on,
Dribbling a
what
ball
is
is
this?
not, like I only just learned how to like
Can you
somewhat
show me?
like I learned how to literally get any handling on the ball.
Wilk. You just
But,
toss it into the fire.
I've tried to like
Did
look
see
forward
that?
while dribbling the ball.
It flared up
But the
like
problem
some
is
kind
that
of
like
fuel.
it sounds better on paper. It sounds easier on paper.
Definitely something
I know the
strange
naturals like, oh,
about it,
yo,
though.
it's easy. But to me, it's
Have you
like
had a
next
chance to
level
ask the
stuff.
elder about the
Because we have like
conditions?
unbalanced terrain. So like sometimes like I'll accidentally hit a rock wrong and it'll just get sent up higher. Like there's not concrete in the country. So like it's kind of hard to dribble. And so like I just have like no handling on that stuff.
Don't be shy.
But baseball and like ultimate frisbee is where I actually really shine. Because there's no other object that breaks your win. It's basically just you, the bat, the ball, and that's pretty much it. And the ball gets sent to you at flying atrocities of like 90 miles an hour, and then you gotta crank it,
Thank you for
or
inviting us
I
into
mean
your
you gotta
village.
hit it, bro. Okay, my bad. That was on me. That was on me.
Could be better hosts, but the sand
You gotta
type
hit it back
approaches.
with like
And we are
the
busy
same,
ready
if
for
not
the
greater
storm.
force, so that way
The
it gets
sands
sent
come
further.
alive this time of year.
And I love that
like
a lot.
wild beast bristling with lightning. Once your business here is concluded, you should find
And soccer was fun,
Before that, we'd like to
but
ask you
fifth grade we
something.
lost all of our games.
Have you
To
ever
be fair,
heard
my
of the
mom
people known as the Keepers?
head coached,
We're
but she
trying to
did not
locate
know
this
a
boy's
lick
home.
about soccer, so that was that.
keepers.
But 6 through 8,
No,
I've always played
I
baseball.
can't say the name
And
is
at first,
familiar.
I was like,
Child,
well, I wasn't
so
really a big
young.
fan of sports,
How did
right?
you- Forgive
But my
me.
parents kept forcing me
I
to do
should not
sports.
ask such
And then
painful
eventually,
questions.
and then they were like, well, baseball is kind of easy. You know, it's like one of the most least physically active sports. And so then that's why I played it. And at first I thought it was like, it's ice, whatever. But it was actually pretty fun. Especially in our 8th grade year, where we won literally all of our games, which made it even better. Still love it to this day. And I mean actual baseball. I'm not talking about softball.
Please, come in.
I'm not trying to lessen softball or anything. I gotta make sure. It's kind of sad that I can't really just say it like that because I have to make a little bit abundantly clear that that's not my intentions on my direction.
Greetings. Thank you so much for inviting us. We're travelers from the West, and my friends and I here.
Yes, of course. You help my grandchildren. Tell me how I can help, and I shall.
Welcome to our home.
Thanks.
Please, have a seat.
I could be wrong, but
Thank you so much again for your warm
are all the
hospitality.
models like used by
It's the very least
mocap,
we can do.
like motion capture,
hope you
like
enjoy
someone
the movie.
actually had to physically act these things out. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just man, they made beans actually look edible.
It looks so tasty. Yes, thank you.
As we gather here together, may we so share in the wind's bounty. Please, help yourselves.
Yes, yes.
You heard him.
Hey, you see, my arm. But hey, that's pretty sick. I did not need to see
It's
that.
so fragrant. Do you use a special kind of flower?
I don't know about special, but it pairs well with the beans.
Hey, no music at the dinner table.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Is that like discount pizza? I don't even know what this is.
Nothing like home cooking.
Ow! An hour?
Thank you for the delicious meal. We're very grateful. And when you were so busy, too.
Nonsense. We're delighted to have you.
It didn't feel right parting the way we did.
I heard that Nata has been searching for his people. The brave child.
They're called the Keepers. Have you heard of them?
Oh, I wish I could say I have, but I have not.
You must miss your people.
I do. With all my heart. I don't know if I have a home left to return to, but I have to believe they're okay.
Oh, it's this kid. It's the kid that this thing's that kid's story is so dumb. Cause the dude who like literally saved him could have easily just saved him. Like the dude was acting like he couldn't just simply crawl under a little barrier and then grab him and, you know, back out. I don't know why he just didn't do that.
Sandstorm?
And it always bothered me that happened.
It'll be here before long.
I think bro really
And
just
we have
wanted to
make
give
sure the
Nada a
village is
tragic
prepared.
backstory is what I'm trying to say. Like, my
told
my
that
people
there's
died.
intense
Instead of,
lightning as well
oh,
as
I
wind.
could have easily
It
crawled
must be
the
an
same
old
rock
jungle.
under you. I chose not to.
Yes,
And then
but
they want
one
to change
of the
camera
trees
angles, acting like that
will
never
survive.
was the case. Even
What
though the
do you
camera angle
mean?
literally showed us that could have been the case.
After the sandstorm comes the new spring.
Yeah,
when
what
life
about
is restored to all the earth.
You can't mean the wasteland out there.
I do. And our patience is rewarded with a season of bounty.
We sighted a monster with long, thick fur near the village.
I'm not going to
Sounds
sugarcoat
like
it.
a
I think my
Doshana.
head was in my own head.
They never used to venture out of the forest.
There's a forest?
Yes, up the river and beyond the grasslands. We've been encountering Doshaguma a lot recently. They attack our livestock, so we keep them penned up here. Fortunately, the Gen Chimes protect us.
A bunch of ornaments make you feel safe?
Yes, you see,
My
this
controller,
region is
no.
home to a creature that even the Doshaguma
Let's
fear.
controller drop number 1.
And it just so happens that the Gem Chime stones sound a lot like that monster.
And that's enough of a deterrent. Interesting.
I don't know why it almost sounds so familiar. I don't know, it's probably just that interesting that threw me off. But like, what was I gonna say? Like, I don't know, bro.
I suppose we'll take our
At least
leave.
I can
Thank you for
simply
the
say and
wonderful
kick
food
back
and
and think to
company.
myself, Budokai 2
There's no rush
is
for
now
you to
officially
leave.
complete. And on
That's very
Patreon,
kind, but we know how much
it's
preparing
already
we have
up.
to do for the
I was finally
sandstorm.
able to upload to my
Thanks
grandparents,
for the grub.
which is also why I
Haven't
was
had
kind
in ages.
of up there.
I feel more
I
ready
do
to
want to
hunt
take one
than
of
ever.
those dogs though. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
I think my papa wants the.
Thank you.
There's like one that's like full black,
Let's start heading back
and he
to
wants
base
that.
camp.
I just want the one that is like light brown. It's brown, and white, and I think it's like fur's a lot more thicker compared to the other dogs. If that's one of the collies, I definitely want to have it. I don't know if it's gonna be a he or a she.
Right.
If it's
Maybe we should look into
if
the
it's a
Dushan
he,
on
I don't know
that.
what to name it. But if it's a she, I'm gonna name it Alencia.
But for today, let's rest. We can start our investigation fresh tomorrow.
Nata can ride with me. How about we meet up on the path to the forest and
At
go
least
from
it'd be a
there?
lot more aligned. Cause I was gonna have a dog
See
named
you all tomorrow,
Erica
then.
from like the Sacred Stones, but she had passed away. She was malnourished because the mother was not trying to give her stuff. And I think she might have gotten sick because she might have drank like some bad water. I tried to nurse her once I caught on to this, but by then it was already too late.
Chema
And she
and Nata
sadly
said they'll
and
catch up.
tragically passed away. Obviously, despite what many would say to you with a straight face that we are cruel, heartless, you know, I made sure to bury that dog. I was like, nah, but I'm not gonna do that.
You keeping
That's
stuff?
dirty. We ain't no PETA. Seriously, don't give your animals to PETA, bro. They're not good people. But yeah, hopefully it works out. Lottie stinking da. Who's she? That piqued your interest will only be. Oh, a squad? She ain't a squad up like in Fortnite? Alright, let me chill out. Oh, that thing's like 8. Some functions are also able to build there. Squad members can use special lobbies to group with each other. The number of people allowed in a squad lobby increases as the squad grows. When the squad goes aside, when the number of squad members exceeds the current squad, the lobby will automatically disband. When you create a new lobby, the max will be adjusted to accommodate your new squad size. Excuse me. I'm trying to see what this is. So, I guess like the total is like something something and schmumpin schmumpin. Let's get it. I wonder whose squad I'm gonna get with in with today. Because now I'm actually able to like squad up and play at the same time, which is what I'm able to currently do. I'm currently online. In my earlier streaming days, like since like the first time I streamed on Final Fantasy 14, I couldn't do anything, bro. I couldn't do anything. Like at all. Stop! Stop! R2. And the Switch 2 is also going to be able to upgrade. I think it's like, whatchamacallit? It was Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Which I can't wait to see that because they showed off I think it's a Korok Force. And I really wanted to see what they would take that direction because, you know, when it first came out, the game first came onto the Switch. Not first came out, but first came onto the Switch. It was the damages in the what? Oh, with Kai and Ray and them, and Agent destroyed the. The only reason I even know this is because sometimes I'll pass it on TikTok, and I just think to myself, these are millionaires, by the way, literally just destroying other millionaires' expensive junk. I'd be very upset, not very upset. I meant to say very upset and sick at the same time. So I guess I just said very up sick. But nah, I'd be very disappointed in seeing my stuff broken. I never like seeing those videos of people destroying other people's technology. They genuinely make me angry because it's coming from somebody who used to have to deal with, you know, people looking down upon like the thing that you would like games and stuff, and calling them stupid and dumb and waste of time. Meanwhile, trying to encourage me to be more of a farmer, but that wasn't even really my passion like that. Nor did I ever complain about it. Like, yes, I hated it, but I was like, bro, this is dumb, it's stupid, idiot. You know what I mean? I still at least try to tolerate it. Now, do I like it now? No, I still don't like it now. I'm never not gonna miss smelling cow patties while trying to hose down barrels full of feed, and it's like 30 degrees and I'm in shorts. I'm never gonna miss that. That is something I would never put nobody into. Oh, you don't like hard labor, bro? That's not even the point. It's just literally just me just hosing stuff down to not get paid. I'm like, bro, I'm literally cold, I'm dying, and I'm doing this for like, what, $10? I'm not kidding you, what really was $10? I was like, dang, bro, $10 a week to hose this stuff down. I even get paid extra. I was like, dang, bro, this is crazy. Yeesh. I hate this. So yeah, no, I'll never miss that. I'll never miss that with a T. And thankfully it stopped during like 11th grade year, but man. Ever again. If you ever had to ask me, don't have children just to basically make them your 17-hour work slaves. That's just me though. Alright, let's get actually back to on some more important matters. I've been trying to do that nowadays. Got a lot of flack for that. By who? Myself. Now, I'm currently looking at this one in right? And I don't think he has to do anything on what we had to fight. Because I don't think we even got the check mark. This isn't even the right guy. It's the wrong person. We already fought this chick. Everybody move out of the way, coming through, paired on. Yeesh. Talk about bad mannerism. Is the cat with me? Stop! Palico! Palico! Oh yeah, certain animals will now be on the... Who's this dude? Hey! 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 This dude's... Stop! Wait, yo, what are you doing? We find somebody? Bro, this ain't even a person. It's stinking Alma, come on.
There are a lot of monsters here.
Ah! What's going on the left? Is the left trying to tell us that, what's the stuff around us? Like, the vitality herbs and stuff like that? Probably, maybe, I don't know. It's kind of being weird. My left arm's doing a lot better than my right arm. That's kind of ironic because yesterday my left arm was in shambles. Like, as pain as my left arm is,
I mean,
as pain...
Let's wait.
But I attacked the monster though, right?
We got held up.
Didn't that
That's okay.
trigger it?
We're all here now.
Oh, I had to have fought the guy.
I bet the forest is so big it's got trees coming out of trees.
Like tree ninjas? Oh, triple gangers!
Did either of you get any sleep at all?
Come on, let's go.
So, I heard Astrum unit set out to the forest ahead of us to set up a camp.
Bro,
Yeah,
Sorry.
I heard this.
I was trying to feel my arm.
These
It was
guys
kind of like
seem like
spazzing
they're
out.
always one step ahead.
I was like, ugh. It felt like, what was that one dude from Naruto
So,
who
what
had
do you
like,
think the
like he
forest
like
is gonna
had
be
like
like?
those 4 faces on the back of his like, well, back.
Certainly it'll be a lot greener and more lush than the desert. We should see lots of herbivores, and where there's herbivores, there's what eats them.
Pointing at you, Doshaguma.
If there are people living in a place like that, I wonder what their way of life is like.
Once we're there, I hope I can help you more with the expedition.
But at least on Friday, I'll at least be able to
There
do
it is.
the
Wow,
path
I
race.
think there are trees coming out of the trees.
Now, I've seen what somebody was saying about the whole. Make sure that if you're gonna be doing this, then you gotta make sure to do it on the chapter 15 to get this like Easter egg having character. So I'm gonna make sure to at least do it so I can get the Easter egg having character.
Incredible. So much diversity.
Bro, it's just a jungle, dog. I'm gonna be honest, we even see anything crazy.
Look at the size.
Diversify my behind.
The water's red.
Why though?
It'll be a fun mystery to unravel.
Over here.
I bet she's gonna be the twist villain. That's just a hunch.
So, the forest is full of symbiotic systems, involving the roots, leaves, flowers, and fruit. And it's the insect's job to pollinate. Huh. They have this fascinating process where they coat their bodies in the pollen, which is called...
You mind?
I knew you'd show up.
Glad we didn't disappoint. We'll give you a hand.
Thanks.
I thought you were trying to lift that box, my bro.
So, Captain, what's your team been getting up to?
Please, call me Olivia. The Guild gave special assignments to
That's
some of the other units from the expedition. Mine included.
Wait, are you guys an ace team?
Let me introduce you. Eric, our biologist. Have you two met before?
Matt? Oh, no, but I've definitely heard of him. He was famous back at the academy.
This forest is amazing. Never leaving.
Anyway, over there's Werner, our
Okay.
engineer. Perhaps you've heard of him too? He's one of the big brains behind the Wyvern's fire technology.
Wait, what? We are so gonna talk later, pal.
It's an endearing
So
character
how'd your
trait,
visit to
I
that
think.
village go?
We were able to start a dialogue. No luck with the keepers, but I'm more concerned about something else now. Monsters called the
Oh.
Doshaguma have left their forest habitat and started venturing near the
No,
village.
it melted like paper towel.
The village's only protection are these things called gem chimes, which they seem to think is enough, but...
What if we set up a pop-up camp and conducted an investigation into these Doshaguma?
We've actually just found a site that would be perfect. I'll take you there.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Come see me when you're ready to depart.
Oh, there you are.
No. Oh, here he is.
How's it going, Nata?
Oh my goodness, skill check.
I'm worried. Do you think that the Doshaguma will attack Kanafa village?
You know,
Not
they keep
sure.
saying Doshaguma,
We're looking
Doshaguma
into
this,
it.
Doshaguma that. Bro, Doshaguma's me, bro.
there
Let me
anything I
be
can do
me.
to
But
help?
real talk, I don't know who Doshaguma is.
Gemma
I'm
says
assuming that's the
I
village
should
that
take it
we're
easy,
taking Nada's
and that
village.
it's okay to take things one step at a time.
Man, my booty cheeks.
But I feel so useless.
Not the one
I'm
step
not
at a time
smart.
thing. Taking things one step at a time.
Hunt like you. I can't even remember anything about the White Wraith.
Look, these things take time. Trust me, we're going to find it.
Okay, if you say so.
I'll be honest, almost kind of useless too. All she does is, oh my goodness, bro, where did you get this food? Like, yeah, like, itadakimasu. Thank you for the delicious meal. Like, I was kind of like probably just thanking for food. I don't really think of anything that she's actually like brought of sentimental value. Cause like with her and the Seeker, they're basically just like, well, she's not even like hyperactive like the Seeker. I say the only person that acts similarly to the Seeker would be like Gemma. I think that's all I could really say. But I think almost supposed to be like the Seeker in terms of like studying up monsters, but we already do that. So, and she's not like an oracle, like, you know, someone who like overlooks, you know, oh, maybe you should do that, or jump this way, jump that. No, it's nothing like that. So, I don't know what's her real like main purpose.
Are you ready to leave?
Nah. Check around for a little bit. Okay. So. Alright, when you're away from the desert. Ah, thank you, Zion, or whatever your name was. I hope you have a nice day too.
It's gone again?
Take your time and browse.
Potions out. See, there's no more wait, go to the box.
Collection's not bad, huh?
Yeah. Excuse me. You see that? Let me see if I can give you a better look at what I'm looking at. Let me take off my camera. You see all those items? Nowhere on there is there like, you know, files. So everything's like already all organized. It's already inside the stuff and stuff, right?
Take your time and
There's
browse.
no files anymore. So you don't have to worry about like, you know, having to do whatchamacallit, having to do the combat file and all those other files. I think it's because the game decided to incorporate it with the blue meter, which is why bow people have the blue meter, which I think, in my opinion, is a really smart move. I wanted to just store the items. I didn't want to like. I'm just trying. Oh.
Don't
I'm
get too
just trying
crazy out
to
there,
store them, but I'm be honest, I don't know where to go to store items. Jim is over here
Yep.
making equipment and junk, and I'm just trying to sit over here trying to understand where to put my
What are we making today?
weapons. You know, I can't even make any other armors. Just the armor that I had to kind of run with it a little bit. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. I mess with it. Ow.
Done already?
Oh, I do have the goggles on my head. I was like, bro, I better have these goggles on my head. I love the goggles on my head. And he's the support desk. So is there anyone that... Is there anyone that actually like...
You keeping stock? Don't get too crazy out there, yeah?
It's crazy you can just really just walk out of a conversation like that. It's like, man, is everything in... Oh, okay, well, forget whatever I was gonna say. Sorry that I bored you that bad. My fault. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kanya, whoever she is, it's like the day I heard forest, water, I was as if a woman possessed. My senses and my fishing lure are sharpened to a razor's edge. The day I bag a whopper is nigh. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am the Rubrium Unit Handler Kanya. It's a pleasure. I will pleasure this. You can get a Whopper from Burger King, or you can get a Whopper from this cast line I'm about to do. Alright. L2. I've done this before. Oh, this is why they do the L2 cheese. Skadoosh. I can't see Jack because this water's extremely dark. Where's those fish? Is it fish eye? Fish anonymous. Hip. Hip hop. Hip hop anonymous. No, 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 no. Jiggle out, jiggle out, jiggle out, jiggle out, jiggle out, jiggle out, jiggle out. Oh, let me step to the side. There it is. Easy. A popular food source. Okay. Man, why I oughta tell him, ooh, you eat your last haul, mister. Ooh, you noodle my caboodle. Ooh, you're cruising for bruising. I don't know the other languages. Oh, you're yearning for a burning. Ow! Feaster, I'm gonna beat your keister. And so on and so forth. There's one more fish. I think I'm gonna call it. Not fish that I really want to grab, but you know, looks pretty exotic. There it is! Skadoosh! No, 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 no! What are you doing? Left, right. Ah! Let's go. I got it. That's all that matters. Nah, but let me find one more. Let me fight one more boss. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't do all that.
Are you ready to leave?
Yes. I gotta stick.
Let's go on
I gotta
first
stick to
on
my
this
guns
one.
on this.
It wouldn't be fair to the others if we went by Sacred.
Thank you. I was starting to worry that we'd have to sprout wings to keep up.
It's not our fault that they came ill
Shall we
prepared.
depart?
It's not our fault they came ill prepared. It's not our fault they literally came ill prepared. You don't got no hustle. Okay, except for Eric. Eric's actually kind of over hustling. Eric, slow down. But now we're in the jungle.
We'll follow this river.
I've seen someone say,
think the water is
go
red?"
play Monster Hunter, it's fun. Monster Hunter question. It was like Goofy, Donald, and Mickey just getting absolutely attacked by some gators.
Could
I
cause
was
a
like,
color
oh
change,
man.
although that wouldn't explain a red this bright.
I
Without
think the water
really
was
reaching,
like
I could cite reports of monsters that caused the sea to appear red. Well, in any case, don't worry. the water was completely safe to drink.
Was.
You want to drink this?
Not much use in stopping him.
Where?
Don't wander off too far now.
What? But the game's telling me to go over here. You know what? I'm just gonna follow y'all. Y'all seem like y'all know where y'all are going. Oh, what if Timmy were to jump off a cliff? Would you? What? No, bro.
Anyone else sense that? Small creatures all
I had to think
around
about that in the car. Like, I know what they meant when they said it, like, when the teachers came up with that. Like, you know, like, let's say you just did something stupid, right? Like, you probably, like, you're in class, you know, you roll up a ball, like a ball of, like, paper,
Don't
right?
think they're hostile,
And
but
you, like,
there's
throw
no
it,
reason to
you
throw
throw it
caution
near the
to the wind.
teacher, and then y'all laugh. Or then one of the dudes threw it, you know, he missed. And then, you know, you threw it, and then you laughed. Or they laughed. And the teacher was like, you know, why would you do that? And you're like, oh, well, you know, Tommy did it. And it's like, well, if Tommy jumped off a cliff, would you? And it's like, bro.
The water is so cold.
It's not red at all.
Makes you wonder where it's coming from. I know. Why don't we
Something
follow
went
the
into
water
my
back
mouth,
to
bro.
its source?
That's not it's not I'm sorry, it's not at all what Tommy said. But Tommy was like, if you were to jump off a bridge, cliff, would you? And your response would be like, no, I'm not. Like, that's two different things. There's one that he's literally like intentionally jumping to his death, and then there's one that's just as harmless as throwing a paper. Now I know that the whole consensus or the whole reason why they came up with that was more like, oh well, you know, you're your own person. You don't have to act like how they do. You know what I mean? That's basically what the overall is that you have your own free will. Don't copy people.
Focus on the
You know,
task
like
at hand.
be your own person, right? Which you should tell it to Johnny Somali's other recording man, Gino. He does have free will, but yet he still would do the same deplorable things that Johnny would do. And it's not like he even got famous for it like that. He just got like hate,
Good.
but he
Let's
made
set
like
up
no
camp.
money.
Could you signal the
It's
support?
kind of insane on how this dude basically went with so much viral hate, but got no money for it, bro. Like, it's insane. At least Jellypocalypse got money for what he did and made it to 1 million. This is just like, I don't even know. Because I thought this stuff was like passable as talking points, but until we got hit with the One Piece thing, he didn't go for Minority Hunter Zord, and I was like, dang, bro. Bro just genuinely hated One Piece. And bro got some serious flack for that. That did not go unnoticed. People did make a lot of review clip videos about it. I've seen one where someone talked about the Fire Emblem game where he ragged on a Fire Emblem, and there was a dude, like, people in the comments were trying to figure out what Fire Emblem he was talking about, because this dude would talk about so many different, like, people, but it was safe to say that he was talking about Awakening, like Fire Emblem Awakening, i.e., and I don't care what he had to say, the game that literally put Fire Emblem back on the map. Now, the other games are obviously fine, and yes, they're good and all dandy. Well, even Path of Radiance is great, right? But it just never got that shadowy mark. But then Awakening put it back into the light, and then that was it. For me, it was Three Houses. But that's obviously because, you know, that was the one that I actually got to sit down and play. And I genuinely actually liked it. And I still do love it to this day. I would love to do any challenges that, you know, anybody had requested. But I had to go out of my way to go find other challenges. But I know one of the main things they didn't like was that they were saying that, like, you know, everybody's good except for Axe users, because Axe users are bad, apparently.
However, there seems to
I
be
think they
some
meant, because
diversity
since they
in
said
the
Fire
lineup.
Emblem in general, they didn't say Awakening, and even then, bro, put some name on, put some word on teacher's name. The Vikir, teach will teach you a lesson. Like, put some respect on Vike's name, bro. Vike goes crazy. And even then, bro, to say that all axe wielders are bad, man, this dude must not have seen Hilda, like, at all. Or Titania, at all. I'm sitting here like, bro, have you played the games? Like, there are good axe
I found
users,
something else.
you know, it's not just about swords and lances. That's just me though.
If it's leaving gashes,
I think the
like
one
this,
that kind of made me a little bit annoyed for Jello Apocalypse,
The snow we're finding
the One Piece one I didn't bother to
sparkling
check because I
color.
was like I saw people already reviewing and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm not really trying to deal with that. The one thing that kind of made me didn't really like Jello Apocalypse was when he did his Persona 5 review. Like, I know he said that, yeah, I like the game. Like, he said that even like when he was trying to get the video off, he still liked the game and stuff. But a lot of the stuff is like, cause I don't know, he always says, it's always something. It's not like, I'm not saying like he can't have an opinion. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he always just be something with this guy. Like this dude said like,
Lalabarina?
you'll play through the game and you'll go through seemingly worse palaces. And I was sitting here like, worse palaces? He's basically saying that like the first palace was the peak of the palace. And you go into worse and worse palaces. I say that, I'd argue they actually get better and better. With the fourth palace actually being really amazing. Like the second one, that was a step forward. And the third one, I love the third palace. I don't care what anybody has to say about the music. I love the music so much. I love Price.
Definitely a Lalabarina.
And then the days when my mother was there, chef's kiss for the fourth. And then they decided to say, how do we just ruin this streak for literally no reason? Ah, BBB. Yes, sir.
Look,
Let's have resistance to every single skill. Yes! Let's have the person that we introduce be a confidant later in the game. Yes! Let's have 4 days removed explicitly for us to just wait for our animal companion to come. Yes! Oh my goodness. Let's have unnecessary tension be broken in the end of the fourth palace. So that way in the fifth palace, this shoehorn thing of I feel useless makes even more. Like, bro, what were they sitting here thinking? It is so stupid. It's genuinely dumb. I don't know what they were thinking when they thought about that. Because they surely weren't thinking with their caps. No caps. No thinking caps were in there. It was Dunderhead caps. Dunderhead heads. I couldn't see a reality where someone really sat there with a straight face. Bro, did we literally go into HE double hockey sticks? We literally was just in the woods. In the rainforest, bro. What happened? But oh.
Looks like he's incapacitated.
Touch that nest, and we'll be next. But
we can't leave him.
back me up.
Can't we just like hookshot it or something? Oh.
I'll take it from here.
Counting on it.
Yo, doofus. Get the other get all of them.
Eric back to camp.
Take Eric back to camp. Oh, because Eric went ahead of us. That was Eric. I'm not a big fan of how the spider moves actually. It's genuinely putting me on stress. But yeah, I don't know who thought of that good genius idea. And then I went onto Reddit to, basically kind of went to a comment pretty much saying, yeah, I think it's kind of cool that they would do, such a thing like that. Let's just say, I gotta remember this. You gotta be careful on who you talk to. Remember, better people in America. One of the dudes is basically like, pretty much saying, God forbid someone, God forbid you have 4 days of, I got downvoted for that, by the way. It was all because I said, yeah, I think it's kind of dumb that, I didn't say this as a post, but it was like someone that posted about that. And I was like, yeah, I think it is kind of dumb that you basically get like, you pretty much get like 4 days removed. I think that's kind of dumb. And like, oh yeah, it's because God forbid you have, you have 4 days out of the many days in the game to not do this. And I said, bro, I need that time. And I got downvoted for that. I was like, bro, what is this app? I wonder why this happening. Sometimes it's like that you have a legitimate opinion, but then somebody will just be like, I'm a downvote him. And everybody else will follow suit. It doesn't matter if he's right or wrong. It's just because I downvoted him, it doesn't signify to everybody else. He downvoted for this man constantly. And I just sit here like, bro, that wasn't even a bad take. That wasn't like a hot opinion. It wasn't even like I did like the Final Fantasy thing. It wasn't even anything like that. It was really just, yo, I just don't think that was a really good idea. They decided to remove 4 days unnecessarily from you sitting and waiting for your cat, knowing good and well that you're always out all the time. Does that sound like a bad opinion to you? Not really. It just sounds like a very general and basic statement of an opinion. It doesn't sound like something that you get instantly 200 downvoted for no reason. That's just me though. I am kind of being a little bit over exaggerating with the whole 200 downvoted, like, bro, are you serious? But no, so then I was like, you know what? I'm just being passive. I'm gonna just watch from the side. As usual, I do with most of these videos. I'll probably get like some news, or maybe somebody does like a fan art or something like that. I don't sit there and become a Redditor. Don't ever become a Redditor. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all that. You know you can at least get paid for that, right? And just get known. With Reddit, it's more like a joke. Because like you can't even get any sort of notoriety on it. No one's gonna see, oh, that Redditor, bro. Like no one's sitting there doing all that, bro. No one is. I hate to burst your bubble, man. I was like, come on, Cycre. But then afterwards, after that palace, it concludes so stupidly too, and I hated it. But then the next palace, it was basically like a, yo, bro, we're sorry that happened. Now that this guy's out of the office and he doesn't have his way, now we can actually like give you good powers. And then they decide to give us, you know, better powers. And I hope that I'll be able to one day do my part 2. I hopefully plan to do a thing on P5. I hope that to also make that a big review. I didn't even know it even reached that far. Later. About the last one. There it is. Watch out for all these like little smoke floaty particles. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They're really trying to claw this now. There it is. I see him. Still about to turn. Uh-oh. Dang. Oh man, they're going at it. I gotta be careful though. I gotta make sure it's defense. Let me make sure I got some stuff. A flash pod, a scale for no reason. I think the one that I mainly would want is the flash pod. Whistle. How to get the meter up is by doing some perfect dodges, or at least some flying dashes. Yeah, perfect dodges. It builds up over time, good, but I think it's built up even more. I don't know. I just know at least for those two, it's mainly built up more when you perfect dodge. The blue meter. And I think during attacks. Extreme notice. Ah, dang it. Bro, do the thing! Boom. Gosh dang it. Needed that too. There it is. I did not even really mean for it. But hopefully I get to play. I'll probably do a P5 thing, not a P5 stream, but a P5 recording. Because I know whenever P5 first came out, one of the main annoying things that I had was that you had to get like your own capture card. Now, as me being a 9th grader with no computer or any sort of like technology skills like that, I did not know how to use that. So I basically was stuck forever not having any clue. I remember there was many moments I would have loved to have put back in the day, but I couldn't because they didn't have this. I guess they were meant to. Bro, I was sitting here kind of genuinely terrified of myself. So if I get hit by anything, I'm gonna get hit with paralysis. I'm gonna hit with analysis paralysis. You ever heard about that? I have. Because all the YouTube gurus want this thing to talk about the entire time. Usually most of the time whenever I see this stuff, I'm always like, you can make it, you can make it. I'm like, I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear a motivational hype to give me hype to make a video that I genuinely want to make myself. Like, I don't need somebody telling me, you can do anything with YouTube just for me to be like, well, yeah, I want to make this video because I like Budokai 2. You think I'm going to sit here and wait until your motivation thing to finally realize, you know what, maybe if I want to take action on my own hand, maybe I should do it myself. I wanted to work in for probably years. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Iraq Sid with the Iraq Nid. Yeah, we actually killed some pretty decent time. Here, I thought we were rusty. But it actually weren't too bad. Maybe let's get better. But what are you gonna do, huh?
Nice work, Hunter. Let's return to base camp.
Alright, get back onto the...
I owe you, Hunter, truly. I couldn't have gotten Eric out of there without your help.
I mean...
Yes, you have my thanks. You know, fascinatingly, I can still taste the poison in the back of my throat.
Lovely. So, I think we're going to press on with the Doshakana investigation. What about you?
Now that Eric has come around, we can continue searching for the White Wraith. Speaking of, I spoke with Nata. He seems rather eager to help us find that thing. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to look after him for a while. He's the only witness we have.
Is that okay with you, Nata?
Yes. I don't want to sit here.
I guess you could say that's not a problem.
Thank
with
you.
him.
I'm grateful for your help. We'll be counting on you.
Okay.
I mean, he even said it himself, he's not really as smart.
Thanks.
Or he doesn't even remember. Or one of his guardians could have easily just escaped with the same rock through him because it was clearly escapable. That's just me.
Head back to our camp in the forest.
That's just me. He could have lived, but he wanted to give him a tragic backstory for literally no reason. That's just me. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, with that being said, I think that will be it for now. You know, honestly, I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy my time. That 49 minutes is going to change. It's going to be like 90,000 hours. You know what does make me mad, though? That Sly 2 is like 2 hours. Despite me playing a pretty good deal on it. Like, probably like 8 hours. But it hasn't recorded that. So now it just thinks that I only have 2 hours into it, which I think is kind of dumb. I have time in that game. But I guess they won't acknowledge that. But yeah, something light. What's it called? I'll obviously do that what's it called, that commoners thing, and then I'll probably talk about Played Up, obviously, and then maybe a bit of the voice of the boys of it. It's gonna be an interesting year. I'll tell you that much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into all that later on. So, yeah. Beware, take care.